Hey, what's up? I'm Crimson Mockingbird, and I'll be traveling down the rabbit hole that is Newton and the Apple Tree. Now, by the way, as you can tell down in the right, this is a demo. This is the trial version for a Kickstarter game that has been fully funded. And as of the last time I checked, it is almost, if not had reaching its third stretch goal. Something very unusual was going on. What was this? Plump softness overflowing beneath my right hand. While in the center of my left palm was a small bulge, one as perky as a fledgling bird. Wow. Okay, so I'll just have this, I'll just click and have it start going as I read, but I'll mention something. So, this is a game that is on Kickstarter, like I said. This is the unrated trial version. I opted not to do the 18 plus trial version because I would have to edit a lot more than I would have to do an unrated. So yeah, this is interesting. I don't think this is how the game's gonna open, the actual full game. But I bet this is pretty dang close. In a certain way. I started touching my... She is so calm and collected. But so I actually backed this game. Also, I think that and so I was like, you know what, I backed it because I was a Libra backer and I got some extra benefits for doing it, but I was like, you know what, why not? Also, they just released this, I think a couple days ago, I don't know. It could have been more since, from when I released this, but this isn't what it looks like. Dude, it is what it looks like. It's not what you intended, though. A blonde, twin-tailed, gorgeous, green-eyed beauty. She seemed to be staring past me up at the endless blue sky. She finally realized it, I think. Not when their listener was this close to them. So I don't really know that much about this visual novel, and that's what makes me enjoy these kind of things so much more. Is I'm just like, I come across them and I'm like, is by not knowing, hopping into either the trial or the demo, or heck, even sometimes into the full game without truly understanding what it's going to be about, having a vague idea. It's like, okay, it's going to be a visual novel, and from the name I can guess some stuff, but never really truly knowing. I kind of like that because it allows me to then enjoy it fully without too much predisposition on it. Wow, it took her a damn long time to realize that. Pervert? No, you commoner, pervert. You pervert, molester, virgin? I know it's true, but you don't have to say it. Oh.
離せ、手をどけろ。朝永くん、話してあげてください。かわいそうでこれ以上見ていられません。
And you just like are so not caring.
どこまでも落ちていく幼馴染を見ているのはさすがの私でも辛いです。
You mean I'm the pitiful one? That made sense. And old, and yet I don't think anyone's been quite as wrecked as I just was. with the softness, I'm just gonna take a moment and remember what happened. Definitely looking at me. Over there was obviously watching me the whole time. I had such a tough crowd. Standing there right in front of me, what did you want? To ask you what you were feeling. Just what were you thinking when you brought those eccentric glasses? What exactly possessed you to put them on? Anyway, it was time to play. All I could do was sing. I don't really have a singing voice, so yeah, don't ask me to do that. The evening rush hour had mostly died down, with there also being little to no people around who were commuting by foot. It was I had just finished performing the last song within my repertoire, making it the 16th performance of the day. The girl with the glasses kept listening to my performance without moving a muscle. This looks so fake on her, but it's so funny. Or was she trying to make contact with aliens? She's just staring at him. Silence. Dead in the water. My sole audience member, and I meant tried, because I couldn't see anything through those. I strapped the guitar to my back. I'm here on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Moreover, 16 times. Well then, if you'll excuse me, I'll be taking my leave now. Oh my god, I'd be like, I'd be reacting the same way as this guy. I'm just like, thanks, I guess, I have no idea what to say anymore. I'm so confused. I felt something violently tug on the guitar strap on my back. Okay.
どういう意味ですか？あなたが言う似合うというのはどういう意味かと聞いています。
Huh?
似合ってるんですよね、このメガネ。
Well. They don't. I don't think they would suit anyone.
ただ意味を聞いているだけ。似合うという言葉の愛はありません。 何をそんなに怯えているんですか？
I'm so afraid that you're some creepy person who's gonna kill me. And naturally, you couldn't even get a hint of what was going on behind the glasses. You couldn't even tell what kind of expression the person had.
ちなみに私の中での装飾品に対する似合うの定義は装着することによって好印
Used
象を
when
持
your
つ人
estimation of a person increases further by wearing a certain item. Sure?
同じ定義の言葉だと受け取っていいですか？
Yeah, she's so weird.
何をしているんですか？
But yeah, I'm hoping that this isn't A, too long, and B, it's enjoyable, because then I can actually encourage people to go and play the demo, and if they enjoy it, or watch this, and if they enjoy it, then go think. By the way, there will be down in the description, I will leave a link to the website to download the demo. By the way, it is the official link, like the official page and everything, so don't worry about it. She brought her hand up and then just took it away. Who was she? Glasses was an overwhelming beauty. Yes, the way she looked down at me, I didn't hate it. Oh, masochist. I seem to have discovered a whole new kind of fetish. Oh. Couldn't read her expression even without the glasses. In that moment, a dusty memory started rattling deep inside my brain. The beauty right in front of me. And so the vague after image that formed within my memories and the features of the girl standing before me finally overlapped. 387 minutes and 7 seconds. That'd be what, almost 6.5 hours? You know, it wouldn't be that hard to try and figure out who you were if it wasn't for the fact that you were wearing the stupid glasses that you couldn't even see your face on. That's like someone wearing a mask and going, "Who am I?" It's like, I don't know. It's like, hey, yeah, remember we met each other back in elementary school. It's like, oh yeah, I remember you now, sort of. It's like, it took you long enough. It's like, you were wearing a fucking mask. How was I supposed to know?
こっちのセリフですけど。
I finally found what I wanted to do.
さっきの変な歌を歌うこと。
Well, sorry you had to listen to my strange songs for exactly 387 minutes and 7 seconds straight.
多分ですけど。
You should really stop doing that. Music. You have no talent for it.
ないですよ、才能。
You sure have a sharp tongue, don't you? They might not make you bleed, but words can be deadly too, you know.
浅永くんはダメですよ。
And why is that?
浅永修一郎の孫だからです。
My grandpa shoved into the conversation.
場所わかりましたよ。
Huh?
おじいさんから小包が届きました。
Package? Okay, so I have no idea who his grandfather is, so I have no idea if it's some sort of importance.
今日です。
Just today.
イギリスからでした。
England. Just ran off on one of his trips to Europe, and I haven't heard from him since. Anyway, what did he send?
これです。
Her held out hand laid a single ordinary brass key.
見ての通り鍵だと思いますけど。
Okay, a key to what?
わかりません。飛行機のチケットが
Two
2枚
plane
入って
tickets for
ま
a
した。
flight from Narita to London.
ロンドン行き。
Why didn't this mental woman even bat an eye at my grandpa's blatant selfishness?
送り元の住所はテンブリッジ大学で
Tenbridge
す。
University. Isn't that like a pretty prestigious university over in England? That keeps producing excellent scientists one after the other. Is unmistakable in the world of theoretical physics, and it's regarded as one of the best educational institutes in the
行
world.
きましょう。浅永君。
How about no?
行きます。
I said I'm not.
そもそもなんで浅永君はアカデミアにいないんですか。あの学園は
Academia?
あなたのために作られたようなものじゃない
No,
です
that's
か。
not right. That wasn't made for me.
私はアカデミアで浅永君に再会するつもり。それに
I don't even read books anymore.
チケットは2枚あるんですよ。浅永。
Invite someone from the academia or something. There's a bunch of them that want to see Grandpa, right? Engrossed in science.
私は諦めませんよ。浅永君。どん
Uh,
な手を使ってもあなたをおじいさんのところに連れて行きます。
the voice is kind of delayed there. Sorry. My stuff and flopped on the bed. You're gonna wake on a plane. It felt like such a long time. By the way, I have no idea how long this recording will be, so who knows?
私も見たい。
It's all old and stuff.
ニュートン式反射望
Of
遠鏡じ
Newton's
ゃぞ
called
い
the reflecting telescope. Also, I like that her outfit was kind of steampunky, in a certain sense.
誰？
アイザック・ニュートン。近代科学の父と言っても過言ではない大科学者じゃ。
その人がこの望遠鏡を作ったの？
うん。
Indeed, Newton was a capable inventor
ニ
too.
ュートンの大発見といえばもちろん万有引力なわけじゃが。
Universal gravitation?
私も見たい。
これ割と大事な
Hey,
話
I'm
の
in
途中じゃぞ
in the
い。
middle of an important story.
おっさん。はて。
女の人なの？
No, his hair was long, but he was an old
そ
man
うだったかの。人は見た目によらないって言うから
who
の。
listened to your old man stories sometime later or something.
デンジュ。
やれやれ。
So it's been 2 days? Maybe it's because saw whoever again yesterday. I really thought I would surpass Grandpa one day. I was no match for my grandpa when it came to science, so I wanted to find my own something. What was that truth? I quit. Okay. I have music now. I wasn't a scientist. Yeah, well, you're not really much of a musician right now. Favorite genre of music wasn't all that popular in Japan. Huh? As a cassette tape once, but I never imagined that a CD version of it actually existed. Since back in 1984, it contained the full score from his live concert. I know it's you. Ruse Master. Except you wore the same disguise yesterday. I framed no hypothesis. Where did you get this from? What the heck? This is so wacky. Oh, I love these wacky ones. They're so funny. That's just shameless. You won 2 tickets to go on a scientific journey across the Tembridge region in England together with your childhood friend. Of a rule to only break character when she took the glasses off. Living your life always running away from everything isn't like you. The kind of person I was, huh? I was sure that inside of her, the old young me from a time when I was still captivated by the world of science was still there. Even though you listened to them for 6 hours straight. 387 minutes and 7 seconds to be exact. Please don't forget to count the additional 27 minutes and 7 seconds as well. Hey, I was right. It's almost 6.5 hours. You got your passport, right?
行くんです。長谷永君は私と一緒にテンブリッジに行きます。
Some of the English is a little off, I think, but it's not too atrocious, especially since it seems like it's just the trial version, so I'm like, eh. If you refuse, I'll take you along with me to Tempbridge by whatever means necessary. This is my first and last offer. That includes the condition of you being able to leave here in one piece. Oh my god, this girl is psycho, but so awesome at the same time. I've already received permission from your parents. Why hast thou forsaken me? Had always followed closely behind me. For me, England was the holy land of music. After giving Grandpa a piece of my mind and finally quitting science didn't sound so bad. I'll even make it through the trip in one piece. Soon afterward, onto the red bus.
あと12キロですね。
Why is she so precise?
これ
They all had English titles. It was a thesis written by my grandpa.
持ってるだけでもいいですから。
Immediately my eyes noticed a very nostalgic formula. Considerable amount of blank, worn out spots, but surprisingly I was able to read it just fine. For the Math Olympics Plus. Okay, so the main character's grandfather established that scientific academy. Was meant for her and not me.
あと3分以内に着くと思います。準備しましょう。
I really need to just try and say her name, but I'm afraid to. But what I was going to say is, like, she's awfully specific on a lot of stuff. You know, when she was mentioning about how long she stood there listening to his music, she said exactly the number of minutes and the number of seconds. Center of the entire scientific world. Once I finally met with him, I was planning on conveying my intention to him as clear as possible.
Asanaga-kun.
When did she get a suitcase? I guess she had it all the time. Oop. I accidentally went a little too fast to that. Sorry. It's almost like the whole city came out of a movie or something.
ほとんどが300年以上前に建てられ、1666年のロンドン大火の時、かのロバート・フックが復興に一役買ったわけですが、 ロバート・フックはイギリス科学の中枢である王立協会の会長を務め、イングランドのダ・ヴィンチとも称されるほど建
So
築家と
that
しても
people
優秀だ
started
った
calling
彼
him
は
the Da Vinci of England.
晩年にこのテンブリッジ地区の建築にも大きく貢献したとされています。彼は焼け野原となったロンドンの測量の陣頭指揮を取り完遂させたと聞きます。町の測量
The inspection of the city, it definitely was an operation worth measuring.
メジャーを巻く手がうつ
A
きます。
measuring device until your hands start to hurt. Yeah, I don't know either.
テンブリッジ大学はあっちです。テンブリッジという名前の通り10個の橋がかかってい
Of
るらし
10
いです
bridges. It spans a total of 10 bridges. Filled with lots of intellect people, the origin of the name is a little too simple, don't you think?
小包の贈り物はキャンパスの中のログハウスになってました。日本よりもむしろ他国に研究仲間の多い方
From
でしたからね。
countries besides Japan. Have a place somewhere around the world where he could do his research in total solitude.
680ヤード
680 yards away from here.
近いと言える距離です。
Also, how do you know this?
621.79 メートル。私の中の近いの
Is anywhere within a 720 meter radius, so let's start walking.
歩きましょう、浅永くん。当たり前でしょ。
Is that so? I kind of like that she defines everything so precisely. It's kind of funny.
さあ、どうでしょうね。私にはおじいさんの気持ちはわかります。それは浅永くんが自分の目で見て定義すればいいことではないでしょうか。
Define it, huh?
私も浅永くんもおじいさんになることはできません。人と分かり合うだから自分の中で定義
It's
する
just
しか
come
な
to a
いですよ。
conclusion yourself.
いいえ、
It's quite
特定と定
beautiful.
義は
Like, you
私
know,
の生きがいです。
the characters and the scenery are quite beautiful.
毎日が
And you can tell that they put a lot more work into the into the Europe environment so far. You really take your own body measurements every single
当たり前
day.
じゃないですか。浅永くんは測らないんですか。
I've never done that. That bring up a fairly sexual topic like this without any hesitation. Or maybe she's just sort of airheady. I think in the character description on the Kickstarter, pretty much it was describing all of them as different types of airheads. The whole sea was also like that, but every single building looks kind of, how do I put it, old.
12世紀に創立された
Okay, what's
名門
Otto?
ですから
This is
ね。
Otto.
今のキャンパスは15世紀に建てられて以来、未だに現役の建物もあります。テンブリッジといえば、ロバート・フックにダーウィン、マクスウェル、それにあのアイザック・ニュートンも在籍していた。
It was weird to me that for some, I think that's one of the things they need to fix is for the auto, it doesn't seem to go as fast sometimes or just stops. Like right now, it just sort of stopped. Yet with
今こうして立っているん
the
だと思う
pause, it's like
千秋
it's understandable sometimes, like the pause, but other times it's like that long sentence and then it's so long since they actually continue it. So I'm just gonna press. I don't want to have to go into the edit into the configuration and mess with all this stuff. That you seem to have such big mood swings when you talk about these things.
当たり前じゃないですか。人を何だと思ってるん。ちなみに千秋肉を踊るの定義はある事象について考察しているときに意図せず心拍数が 1.08 倍以上になること。
Also, why does she have the key as part of a choker?
訓練ですよ、朝永くん。測定は訓練です。行きましょう。
There weren't many students on campus, possibly because they were all in lectures. Then a small cabin came into view.
ここですね。
The music's also pretty interesting.
ここがおじいさんが過ごしていた場所です。
That's, how should I say this? This building's turned out to have been a special laboratory of Sir Isaac Newton's back in the day. For Newton, after all.
何か調べ物でもしていたんですかね。
Grandpa used to always tell us stories about Newton back when we were young, about how he was the father of modern science and that he was very knowledgeable about politics. It's going to be locked.
電気
No.
来てないのかもしれませんね。ニュートンの時代、
In Newton's era, they didn't even have
ガス
gas
灯さえ
lamps
ない
yet.
ですからね。
Hasn't been properly maintained all over the years.
窓開けますね。
Letting some more natural lighting. Ah, the brightness. Was cosmology. Was Paul Dirac the principles of quantum mechanics. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. I'm measuring, of course.
あ、お気になさらず、一通り測っておきますので。
Okay. What?
Hmm? 扉がありますね。
Interesting.
どうなんでしょう。
And wiped away some of the dust. Could it lead to a basement?
ですね。
Had 3 hinges on it and a single hole.
入ってみますか。せっかくここまで来たんだし、なんというか、あざとすぎ
See,
ませんか。
I feel like she's already been here before.
机の下の地下室への扉。はい、どうぞ。この棒を底の穴に入れます。
There we go.
何か見えますか。降りてみましょう。明かり持ってきます。
I began descending the ladder. See, she seems too knowledgeable. That this space could hold about 4 or 5 people at a most. 4 candle holders in total placed against it. Ah, why always so
こう
bright?
なってるんですね。中。それで。ええ、ニュートン式反射望遠鏡です。
I don't know if that makes any difference. Yeah, also, how would you even be able to see out?
ちょっといいですか。
I'm measuring this as well,
当た
huh?
り前です。40秒で終わらせますので。
Upon saying that,
直径が213
230 213 millimeters.
7倍のスケールですね。
It's 7 times larger.
重さも計測したいところですが。
Hmm. Uh,
穴ですか。
that my grandpa hid something very important inside of this hole. The brass key was the only thing my grandpa sent us after he went missing.
これですよね。きっと。
The key would fit into the keyhole.
そうですね。じゃあ試してみましょうか。
Is it all right for me to be the one to
私が
open
開け
it?
ていいんでしょうか。
It opened, and a strong bright light. Huh? Okay. Definitely have to put a flashing lights warning. Oh, the flashing was annoying. I was lying down on the floor. The rough, grainy floor hitting my cheek felt cold to the touch. It appeared that the floor had regained its solidity. To the saw, I thought for sure that lid would have popped open somewhere. Wait, what happened to the place? Oh, what? They were not. Yeah. Oh, looks like it's burning quite well. Wait, what?
燃えてる。何が。
Shivers crawling across the ceiling. Obviously fantasy inspired
何
lingo.
を言ってるんですか、朝永くん。 根っこどうして
Yeah, it's like, you know what? I'm curious too, but that's not a question to be asking right now. It should be, let's get out of here. Huh? Was a single girl standing in the distance. A tree. Where did the library my grandfather stayed in disappear to? Ooh. Slender body under my arm and jumped forward. Oh, and that's when we get back to this part.
大丈夫といえば大丈夫ですけど
Ooh, I can't make it disappear. The answer is no, but as the to okay. Very unusual was going on. Yep. And we're just gonna sort of move through this. Oh, for goodness sake. Let's calm down for a second. Yeah, let's not redo a rerun of what we just redid. Calm down for a second. Right. I was able to think back to all the events. Though I knew I would, but I had yet to fully grasp the situation I found myself in.
おい手をどけろ聞こえないのか頭だけじゃなくて耳まで悪いのかこの童貞人の胸を触ったまま一旦落ち着くなもうこの体勢になってから67秒も経っていますいい加減起きましょうお前が言うかここは
This is... It has. Without a single trace in its place. We bumped into a girl who yapped like a pony. Just grow? Also, more importantly, what happened to the cabin?
もしかして私たちそこの凡人たちおいこらその通りですね朝永くんの経年変化も全く無視するななんなんだお前たちいきなり現れて私の邪魔するだけじゃなく詫びもないままわけのわからん話をおまけにそっちの童貞は胸まで触った
That filthy virgin. She just keeps calling us a filthy virgin.
問答もよ二人の胸を同時に67秒間触り続けるって どんな事故ですか？どう考えても恋でしょう。
お前たちのせいで人類の発展が10世紀遅れるぞ。殺せ。
All because I touched your flat chest.
それどころじゃない。この世の中に私が考えてることよりも大切なものなんて一つとしてない。
Wow, you're quite arrogant.
二度と私を軽んじるようなことを言うな。というか二度と
忘れないでください。燃えてます。一大事です。胸の話をしている場合ではありません。
I couldn't find even a single thing that might be able to put out the
すみ
fire.
ません、通ります。
Huh?
これで何回目だよ。
いいのかよ、放っておいて。そのうち全部燃やされちゃうんじゃねえのか。
はーい、お水どんどんください。
I was actually watching a bucket route relay. Almost as if a fire breaking out was a common occurrence over here.
Yare やれやれ。毎回これで仕事止まるんだから勘弁してほしいよ。
あとは私がやっておきますね。
はいよ。
Leaving only the maid behind. If this did exist, it would get so many that its test scores would be the best for miles around.
あれ、お怪我はなかったですか？わかってますよ。
That happens all the
よくある
time.
ことなので。怪我がなくてよかった。お二人は留学生の方？
Exchange students?
違うんですか？観光？ああ、わざわざテンブリッジ大学を見に？
Be getting on an airplane for 15 hours straight, plus another 3-hour-long bus ride
こ
afterwards.
こも気持ちのいい場所ですけど、観光だったら聖堂と図書館もぜひ見ていってくださいね。あっちですよ。ほら、あの大きな建物。
It was a fairly big building.
何かわからないことがあったら、中庭真正面の建物にいるフェローの
Fellows?
みたいなものです。
私ははい、
ここに建物が建っていたと思う。
ここに？
はい。
いいえ、
For several
私
years
この
now.
場所に小屋が建ってたことはないような。ごめんなさい、お役に立てなくて。私も執務に戻りますので、何かお困りのことでは、良い観光を。
Are we time travelers? Blue eyes and a maid outfit. Utterly outrageous. What's up?
結局私たちは どれくらいの時間気を失っていたのか気になったんですが。
About 30 minutes, huh? If not, then a mere 10 seconds? We were out of range.
Wi-Fi も一つも飛んでない。小屋に入る前は17種類飛んでいたのに。
Try checking the Wi-Fi status from the setting menu, and lo and behold, it hasn't picked up a single connection.
小屋が消えて。
Our phone signals vanished, the Wi-Fi vanished, everything just vanished.
Wi-Fi も消えた。
Did the scenery in the back change a little bit? It seemed like it did.
図書館に行ってみましょう。確かめたいことがあります。
We're time travelers. Also, how long have I been recording? I think I've been recording for a bit too long. Oh well, this might go a little longer. Seriously, this is a long ass demo.
今日の新聞をもらってきました。見てみましょう。
In the upper right corner of the open. 1687.
1687年。
The year 1687.
ここは過去なの？
The ink had also been blurred in places, making it hard to read. Was that the sense of unease I was feeling? It was all way too elaborate to be a prank. For approximately 80 seconds, regardless of how much wood it's made of, there's no way that building could have gone up in flames in that short of a time span.
この建物は間違いなくテンブリッジ大学のルーンライブラリー。私たちは三次元座標を移動したわけじゃない。
Of a complete unrealistic science fiction scene.
変わったのは空間の次元ではなく時間の次元ということ？いいです。言わないでください。
It's unrealistic. We simply cannot have traveled through time.
そんなはずがない。未来ならともかく過去に戻れるわけがないのに。
But there is no way for someone to go back into the past.
何ですか？すみません。その通りです。
Gee, so imagine if he actually can't come with her.
すみません。はい。 はい。図書館の人にも聞きました。
According to them, it's a monthly publication. This seems to be the latest one that came out just this month. Which is a lot different from us getting it like a newspaper like every day.
$30
30 years to be exact, and thus is the telescope happened to be a time machine then? But does that mean if we use the key again, we can return to our own time?
可能性はゼロじゃないかもしれません。よく考えたら目を離した隙に誰かがあのタイムマシンを起動してしまったら
Sacre bleu.
私たち二度と元の世界に帰れなくないですか？
You know what? I think I've been recording for long enough. I have no idea, so I'm going to call it. So, hope you guys liked this. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I would very much appreciate it. Also, if you wouldn't mind checking out the full demo for yourself. This is just my playthrough of it. I will probably cut this down a bit. Either way, though, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And I will see you hopefully further down the rabbit hole next time. See ya.